What's up everyone, this is Tony with JRNY Crypto. Welcome back to another video. So this one's going to be on Cardano, why I believe ADA is going to be the top performer out of the top 10 cryptocurrencies in this bull cycle, maybe even out of the top 100 cryptos. A lot of new developments I do want to go over. So we're going to go over the top 5, but there's going to be some extras thrown in as well, some massive stuff, way bigger than anything else in the top 10 in my opinion. So before we jump into some of these top reasons why I'm so bullish on Cardano and why I think ADA is going to be a top performer out of the top 10, I do want to talk about the current price, my prediction, some predictions from these experts as well. So currently it's at 70 cents, which is pretty good in my opinion, considering it was hovering around 30 to 35 cents here towards the end of 2024 until things got extremely bullish for crypto here, when basically we knew Trump was going to get elected, and then there was rumors of Charles Hoskinson working with directly with Trump and the White House, and then some other rumors. Massive spike here from 33 cents to $1.20 in a short period of time, but it was pretty much a steady downtrend since then. But I do believe 55 cents here was the bottom for that, and we have been in a general uptrend now, and I do believe that's going to continue unless something extremely negative happens, a black swan event, which I don't see happening at this point. So previously in the last bull market cycle, we talked about ADA hitting $10 under certain conditions. Those conditions were not met though, specifically with the smart contracts. If a lot of projects started moving from Ethereum to Cardano, that didn't play out at that time though, and then the bull market pretty much ended abruptly. So ADA did hit a pretty good peak there, but definitely didn't get close to $10. We can see here it peaked around $3. But even then, you can see how massive of spikes ADA has every time we enter a bull market and things get bullish. This first one back here, price went from around 3 cents to $1 in that short period of time, from bear market to peak bull market. And then here, the last one around 15 cents to $3. And then again here around 33 cents. And then we haven't entered the real bull market yet, in my opinion. So I do see ADA being able to hit $2 to $3 once things start moving in the crypto space in general. Peak prediction though, definitely $10 to $20 depending how things play out, where Bitcoin peaks and more. If things get extremely bullish and pretty much every government starts buying and we enter a parabolic bull market unlike anything before, that's when I could see ADA going over $20 to $50 in that range. But under those extremely specific conditions, with some of these top reasons playing out, how they're being talked about and being as bullish as they're talked about as well. So since I mentioned projects migrating from Ethereum to Cardano, our main NFT collection journeyers were actually migrating up to 10% of that to Cardano. Very soon as well, there's going to be a public mint for around 500 of these NFTs on May 13th. We're partnering with a lot of the top Cardano projects and getting more integrated with the ecosystem overall. So if you're interested in that, I will link this article in the video description. If you currently have a JRNY NFT on Ethereum, you can actually burn it right now and get that same NFT on Cardano. So it pretty much locks in your spot in the Cardano NFT collection. And then we are building some other crypto Cardano focused features into our upcoming products. During the bear markets, since NFTs just crashed so hard, a lot of the utility NFT projects we're building didn't really play out how everyone thought. We decided to pivot to more of a crypto focus. So we've been building some crypto related products, which are coming very soon. Definitely a good time to check out JRNY Club if you are interested in becoming a member. So I also just started a new trading series, and part of that series is Cardano specific trading. So the challenge is trading $10,000 up to $100,000 by end of year, specifically with altcoins on the Cardano blockchain on decentralized exchanges. So if you're interested in following along with that and checking that out, check out my last video that has a lot more details. So I want to quickly go over some other price predictions from analysts and experts in the space, some pretty interesting stuff. This one's from today. Analysts forecast Cardano's price to hit $14 in 2025. Is this realistic? So like I said, that's kind of along the lines of my peak prediction between $10 to $20, but a realistic short term, I'd say $3 to $5. It really depends where Bitcoin price is and how bullish this stuff is coming up for ADA, and how quickly it could launch as well. So Peak bull market prediction, I'd say that's pretty accurate. Unless things go more parabolic than we've ever seen before, like I said, then that's a scenario where we could see ADA breaking $20, but that's not as likely in my opinion. $10 to $20 if we have a similar bull market to previous ones, I'd say that's pretty realistic. So next up is Alex Becker. Even though he's been trolling the Cardano community, he's been loading his bags. He has a price prediction of $3 to $5, which is pretty realistic here. That's kind of along the lines of my prediction for the short to midterm. Say Bitcoin breaks previous all-time highs, but hasn't really started breaking out above 150,000. Some of this bullish stuff for Cardano starts rolling out. I'd say $3 to $5 is a pretty realistic price prediction. So another one from today, Cardano Analyst predicts a 70% breakout amid whale and ETF speculation. So that's another big thing here I do want to talk about is institutional adoption and ETFs getting approved. So on Polymarkets, the odds of an ETF for ADA in 2025 have gone up above 50%, pretty bullish. I definitely think that's in the cards, and that would be extremely bullish as we saw what it did to Bitcoin and Ethereum. That brings more liquidity into the markets, opens the gates to more investors and everything, and institutions as well. Cardano exposed bullish chart setup targets $1 price surge is now the time to buy. So a $1 ADA price can definitely be in the cards here in the short term. If we get a quick breakout, Bitcoin over 100,000 again, and then some bullish news for Cardano as well, $1 ADA can definitely happen pretty quickly as we saw last time. So we do have a much higher support level than previously as well. So anything bullish happening and the crypto market just looking bullish in general, we can definitely have a breakout above $1 ADA pretty easily. Could happen at any moment. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen a week from now, 2 weeks from now, a month from now. Really depends on how things play out here, but it's going to happen very quickly when it does. All right, so jumping into these top reasons why I'm so bullish on Cardano, and I see ADA being the top performer out of the top 10 cryptos. First one here, no specific order. I'm going to throw in some extras as well, but the Cardano Leios upgrade. So this is in the works, coming soon. Promises Solana level speed with full decentralization. And that's the thing about Solana, even though it's so fast and cheap on fees, it does not have that decentralization aspect. You'll see the Solana blockchain go down at certain times. I believe we saw that when Trump launched his meme coin. Just so much activity, it gets clogged up and the entire blockchain just shuts down. With Cardano, you're never going to see that happen. You may see delayed transactions and everything, but you're not going to see the blockchain just cease to operate. So I don't want to go too into detail on this Leios upgrade because the video is going to be extremely long, but a quick couple of quotes from Charles Hoskinson. Leios is going to give us Solana style speed, but with full decentralization and no stalls, clearly throwing shade at Solana's repeated outages and its reliance on a small set of validators with high hardware requirements. That is a major thing here. That is a big problem. I believe we had a Solana outage when Trump launched his meme coin beginning of year. So it's not about transactions per second. It's about transactions per second under constraint. If your blockchain only works when it's run on AWS by 5 people, that's not decentralization. And this is when Solana goes out, is when it's under heavy constraints. That's when it has these outages. And you can't have that on a blockchain. Say like an NFT project is doing a massive mint. There's so many transactions going through. It causes an outage and just shuts down the mint completely. You can't have this kind of stuff on the blockchain. And then last one here, Cardano's been live for nearly 7 years, 24/7 without a single minute of downtime. That's not luck, that's architecture. So with this upcoming upgrade bringing this speed to Cardano, that's going to bring a lot of adoption as well. A lot of these people creating these products on Solana for that speed and cheap fees specifically. A lot of that will start happening on Cardano as well. There's already hundreds of projects building on Cardano since we've been setting up partnerships, since we're building on Cardano and have this upcoming mint. I've been taking a lot of meetings with other Cardano projects and seeing some of the projects and products that they've been building. Some amazing stuff overall, some better stuff than I've even seen on Ethereum with such massive funding. It's just crazy what these people on Cardano are achieving. And I do think that's what's something unique about people building on Cardano right now as well, is if you want to generate as much money as possible and make as much revenue as possible, people are building on Solana or Ethereum right now. But people that actually care about the future of blockchain and tech and see how promising the Cardano blockchain is, they're building on Cardano right now because they could see deep into the future. They're not just thinking short-term revenue overall. So there's been some pretty bullish updates from the developers on this Leios upgrade as well. Today, Minturn posted this from one of their updates. Cardano's Leios can run smoothly on just 2 cores. From the video, Cardano's Leios is so efficient, it runs smoothly on just 2 to 4 cores, even at peak load. No need for high-end machines. So that's pretty huge as well. Once this rolls out, definitely going to really push Cardano forward in terms of competition. So next big reason here is institutional adoption, government adoption, and ETFs and stuff. President Trump unveils National Crypto Reserve, including Cardano ADA, XRP, and more. So we saw this back at the beginning of March. Still extremely bullish. We haven't heard more on this though since then, which is pretty interesting. And ADA peaked around $1.20 around this time with that announcement, and then speculation with Charles Hoskinson working with them. So this is just one aspect, and in my opinion, this is not the most important, but it is pretty huge. Depending on what the government is actually doing here, because Cardano ADA is a USA created cryptocurrency that is bullish in general. I really think they're trying to push crypto and blockchain companies and projects building and launching from the US, keeping all of that tech in the US, not launching in other countries. Previously, the way these laws and everything and regulation was set up, it would push these companies out of the country, even though they're still operating in the country. Basically, they're just registering these companies offshore for different benefits and to just avoid risk in general. Now, companies actually launching from the US, pretty bullish, and definitely a good thing that Cardano did launch from the US, because now it's being included in this National Crypto Reserve. So we'll see more details on this, what they're planning to do. They haven't really said much more about this, if they're planning to actually buy ADA or if they're just going to support it in some other way. But if we look at Trump's World Liberty platform, he hasn't bought XRP, ADA, or Solana, which are the top 3 cryptos launched from the US. He's mostly bought Ethereum and Tron, which is pretty interesting. Eric Trump also stating he's extremely bullish on Ethereum. But regardless, big things happening for Ethereum and Bitcoin is good for everything in the space, as we've seen in previous bull cycles. So between the US government, ETFs, institutional adoption, very big for ADA in general, especially it being at the lower end out of the top 10 and really being an underperformer compared to other top cryptos like XRP and Solana so far. Next big thing here is the midnight airdrop. So Cardano founder confirms midnight airdrop could reach 37 million. I believe previously he stated 100 million. This number seems to be changing, but regardless, millions of people getting introduced to the Cardano blockchain is definitely huge. Right now, if you check altcoins on Cardano, most of them are just 1,000 to 3,000 holders, and definitely some crazy price movement just with a few thousand holders. If we have a few million people coming into the Cardano ecosystem, some of these altcoins are going to do 100x and more, especially the ones that have already been building and are established. They have products. That's really what I've been looking for, and I've been DCAing some of these. So I'm going to pick some of those up in that trading series I mentioned. If you guys want to follow along with that, like I said, check out that last video. So this midnight airdrop is basically going to be a privacy crypto that's on the Cardano blockchain. So Cardano's midnight airdrop is targeting 37 million users across major blockchains, including XRP, ETH, Bitcoin, Sol, and more, allowing users to interact without converting assets, thanks to a feature called chain abstraction. Hoskinson says crypto entering its 4th generation with privacy being the main focus. Midnight aims to lead that shift with 2 new tokens, Night for governments and Dust for private transactions. So they're launching these on the Cardano blockchain. Development on Midnight is accelerating with testnet upgrades, new dev tools, and a partnership with OpenZeppelin to build a privacy-focused DeFi framework. The Glacier Airdrop is expected to kick off mass adoption. So this is huge. I don't know exactly when they're planning to do this airdrop, but when this does happen, bringing millions of people into the Cardano ecosystem is massive for Cardano, ADA, and all the altcoins on Cardano as well. So really looking forward to that. In this case, a lot of these altcoins being a lot more bullish than ADA itself, but bullish for the blockchain in general. And then everything you need to know about Cardano's Midnight Airdrop. We posted this guide on our website. If you guys want to learn more about this airdrop, I'll link this in the video description. Goes over key features, the Glacier drop, who's eligible for the airdrop, a lot of different chains they're including, estimated wallets. So this is where it comes to over 135 million wallets. I don't know if they changed this, but very bullish in general. Hoping this comes sooner than later. So like I already mentioned, institutional adoption, ETF approvals, definitely bullish. We had an article today actually. Analyst predicts high odds for Sol, XRP, ADA, and Doge ETF approvals in 2025. This would be bullish and really help kick off altcoin season in general, which is definitely very bullish that this is likely to be coming soon. So Analyst says there's over a 75% chance the SEC will approve spot altcoin ETFs by the end of 2025. The first major decision deadline is July 2nd, with rulings on single asset ETFs expected by October. So this could be coming in the next few months here. This is definitely a good sign and indicator that altcoin season is coming as well. You definitely want to be prepared for altcoin season, because that's when top altcoins kick off and do anywhere from 5 to 10x, and some of these really bullish small cap altcoins can do 50 to 100x in a short period of time. You catch some of these, it could really be life changing. So next up here is one of the most bullish and unexpected in my opinion, Ripple and Cardano partnership. So there was rumors of this end of 2024. They were just rumors at the time, but Ripple kind of confirmed it recently. So people were talking about this. Charles Hoskinson was commenting on the Ripple infrastructure and blockchain and making good comments on it. And then we actually got somewhat of a confirmation here, a post from the Ripple account itself. This was out of the blue and very unexpected, but pretty bullish what they posted as well. Justin, Ripple XRP just posted a video with Cardano logo as the opening scene. A huge partnership announcement incoming. Nothing more since then. This was April 7th, so nothing more yet. But if we check out the actual post from Ripple, by 2033, a $0.6 trillion to $19 trillion shift is coming as tokenization reshapes global finance. So why regulation and institutional adoption, real world assets like bonds and real estate, and then faster interoperable financial infrastructure. And then what's interesting is the picture they put for the coin was not XRP, is a picture of a Cardano logo on a coin. So pretty interesting. They didn't comment anything else on this, but clearly they're hinting that a Cardano partnership is coming. They're probably going to integrate the Cardano blockchain somewhat to enable some of this infrastructure for Ripple blockchain to be part of this as well. So we have Cardano blockchain being integrated into two of the top other blockchain and cryptos in the space, XRP, Ripple, and Bitcoin. Pretty massive in my opinion. So these are extremely bullish things. Obviously more stuff from this is going to be rolling out, but this is extremely bullish too, that they said a $0.6 trillion to $19 trillion shift is coming, and they're using the Cardano blockchain to be part of this. Pretty bullish. So like I said, Bitcoin on Cardano, Cardano and Bitcoin integration is something that is in the works here, a new frontier for blockchain synergy. So both the Bitcoin and Ripple XRP integrations is pretty massive, since those are two of the other top cryptos. Gonna bring a lot of volume onto the Cardano blockchain. Obviously, if they're using Cardano for this and this is being built out for Cardano, why not Ethereum or Solana? Why would they choose Cardano if Solana is already provably faster and has such cheap fees and everyone's already using it? So this is a clear indicator to me that Cardano is the future for blockchain. Charles Hoskinson kind of commented on this, comparing that Ethereum is kind of like MySpace, whereas Cardano is Facebook. MySpace was huge at the beginning, but Facebook quickly took over and became the behemoth in the social media space. So this is not only bullish for Cardano and ADA holders, but it's also very bullish for the crypto space in general and Bitcoin. This enables smart contract functionality on Bitcoin and the use of creating DeFi products using Bitcoin itself. So this is extremely bullish. Charles Hoskinson has mentioned they're going to have a demo of this at the Las Vegas convention. That's actually very soon. So if some bullish video or news comes out of this, that could definitely be what we need to bump ADA over $1. So there was a video of this, a clip here that I quickly want to play as well. The Cardano network will be able to sign Bitcoin transactions while using the now US Treasury Reserve asset ADA as the gas fee. Simply put, Bitcoin users will be able to transact 100% with Bitcoin, but it uses ADA under the hood. Everybody wins. So this is just a 30-second video I'm going to play real quick.
You can now trustlessly connect Bitcoin to other ecosystems. So the whole hybrid application model opens up. There's $1.3 trillion of Bitcoin. There's over 100 million users. It's one of the biggest markets in the world. And Cardano is the native touch point because we're both UTXO systems. It's exceedingly easy to connect these two systems and develop these two systems. So what does that mean? It means Bitcoin can flow into Cardano, and with Babel fees coming next year, they will be able to pay transaction fees in Bitcoin. Under the hood, ADA is being consumed.
So we had some recent news kind of relating to this. Cardano's Leios wallet goes multi-chain, Bitcoin support added as ADA holds steady. So that's good to see integration starting already, but this will likely take some time to play out. Like I said, they're going to have a demo for this at that upcoming conference. So something bullish could come out of that. So that's pretty much it for my top reasons why I'm so bullish on Cardano ADA out of the top 10 cryptos for 2025. Definitely think an uptrend is starting and big bull market is coming by end of year. When exactly, we don't know, but things are looking bullish in general. And I do think the uptrend has started. Like I said, I started the trading series. If you guys want to follow that, we have the upcoming JRNY mint on Cardano. It's going to be one of the smallest PFP utility collections on Cardano, so definitely something you should check out if you're interested. And like I said, you can burn a JRNY on ETH right now to basically lock in your spot. You're just going to get that same JRNY that you burn. And there's another article on that. If you want more information and you want help with the stuff or you have questions, just join the JRNY Club Discord. You could just come in there to hang out and chat too. We're announcing daily Cardano partnerships right now, and that's going to continue until mint. A lot of other stuff we're working on as well. Like I said, a couple Cardano crypto features going to be in our upcoming products. And we have a lot of stuff just launching in general for JRNY Club and our ecosystem over the next 8 weeks. A couple cool things coming in the next week or two here, so definitely keep an eye on that. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.